Hey, many fish. September 7th, 2017. We're looking at the track of Irma. And I noticed something this morning that I just wanted to share with you all that I found very interesting. Irma, as of today, has the track just skirting over here in the West Palm Beach, Miami area, right? Well, when we look at our great sign, Jupiter is the key figure here, the king planet, the king that's caught up to God and his throne, correct? I mean, that's the way I read it, you know. And she brought forth the man-child. So, if that's the Messiah, then these dark powers over here at NASA, the synagogue of Satan, that's what it is, have a great deal of interest in Jupiter as well. In fact, they are always talking about Jupiter. This is today's front page, front and center. Jupiter's auroras present a powerful mystery. I will link the article. But there are images in here that are just blatant satanic. I mean, I hope you understand what you're looking at when you look at these things. The inverted V's represent the twin cannibalistic system that we're in, the paradigm of self-cannibalism, basically. I mean, that's what it is. And we got an image of Lucifer staring right out from this image here that's supposedly the Juno auroral crossing on Jupiter. There's his eye, there's his eye, there's his nose, and of course the rest of his face is hid. There he is. But I digress. This will be linked, absolutely. And good luck deciphering all of this sorcery. But nonetheless, we know NASA takes a great interest in Jupiter. Well, it just so happens that Irma is literally, as of today, going directly over Jupiter, as well as Juno Beach, both of which are Greek or Roman gods, deities, of which are only mentioned in the Bible in this one instance. Jupiter, fallen sky, which fell down from Jupiter. G1356. Sky falling, that is an arrow light, which fell down from Jupiter. Jupiter, Jove, the supreme deity of the Greeks. Fail, fall, to fall, down. So that's the Jupiter that Paul describes in Acts. So what is the Jupiter of the Luciferians' eyes up to? I believe that our little Irma here, the goddess of war, is not only going to reap devastation on Florida, but is going to bring war. There will be war soon after Irma. I just have to tell you. And this Lake Okeechobee, you folks, I hope that you see this and understand what I'm telling you. But you have 30 miles of earthen dikes here holding back one of the largest lakes in the country. It's like the top 3 largest lakes in the country. And this is 30 miles of Army Corps of Engineer dikes and levees holding this all back. Imagine what that would do to Miami, Palm Beach. You'd have another Houston, and then some. And you know what that's held back by? This is just ironic, and I have to share it with you. It's actually held in by the Hoover Dike, which was built explicitly due to hurricanes in 1926 and 1928. It was demanded that the Hoover Dike be built. And that's what holds back the entirety of Lake Okeechobee from Jupiter. And just knowing what our just trusting, loving friends at NASA have in store, because they know. When I say this is the synagogue of Satan, I mean it. You better take heed, because they have different plans. They have different plans for what they're going to do as a result of Irma and Harvey. You notice how both Irma, who is located right here next to Cape Canaveral, where they have their satanic pentagram launch pads and whatnot. That's what it is. And then look, I didn't even realize we had new life over here. But Houston just happens to be right next to NASA Central as well. I don't think that that's a coincidence. Maybe you do, but I don't. I hope you see what I'm showing you, and I hope you take heed. Let's not forget that many people witnessed blood moons these past couple of nights. Right? Wonders in heavens and earth, blood and fire, pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into the blood, before the great and terrible day of the Lord. War is coming after the devastation of the hurricane. And it's really sad. And you really need to know your Savior, Jesus Christ. You need to understand that He shed His blood so that you could have salvation everlasting. That's a promise when you believe on Him. It's no coincidence that this is happening the way it's happening. And it happens to be falling pretty much right on 9/11. Isn't that just a little Sunday cherry on top? This is serious business, folks. Get right with God. Please get eSword, link in description. And peace and grace to you all. Many fish.
Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God,